Hey everyone, and welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah,
We love diving into the coolest AI stuff out there, and today we're taking it to a whole new level.
definitely a whole new level.
We're going to explore stuff that's like straight out of science fiction.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty wild what's happening right now.
We're talking about quantum computing,
Mm-hmm.
AI that can create art,
Yeah.
AI exploring space,
Mm-hmm.
even AI designing new materials to solve like global problems.
You're gonna be a good one.
So first off, let's talk about this thing called Willow.
Okay.
It's a quantum chip developed by Google. And I know quantum sounds intimidating,
Right.
but just think of it like this. Willow can solve problems in seconds
Wow.
that would take our best supercomputers
Hmm.
thousands of years to figure out.
That's insane.
Pretty insight, yeah.
Yeah.
And for AI, this is like discovering a superpower.
It really is. It means AI can learn and simulate stuff way faster than ever before.
Exactly. So imagine like drug discovery.
Huh.
AI could analyze tons of data to find new medicines so much quicker.
It would be revolutionary. Like, completely change how we treat diseases.
It's like we're finally breaking free from the limits of, regular computers.
Yeah.
It opens up a whole new world for what AI can do.
And it's not just about speed, right? It's also about tackling those super complicated problems that we can't even touch right now.
What kind of problems?
Well, think about climate change, right? Quantum AI could create these incredibly detailed simulations
Oh, wow.
to really understand how climate change is going to impact us
Oh,
and then help us find solutions.
that's amazing. So from like curing diseases to battling climate change, it sounds like quantum AI could really change the game.
Big time.
But hold on, because AI isn't stopping there. It's also becoming an artist. Have you heard of this tool called Sora by OpenAI?
I have.
So basically,
amazing.
you give a text description and it generates a whole video
Yeah.
with realistic visuals and everything.
And it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing,
Yeah.
right? And the implications are huge. Imagine, like, anyone can create videos now.
Right.
Even without any technical skills.
It's really democratizing storytelling and all kinds of creative expression.
It's like AI is becoming a filmmaker itself.
I know. Like a director.
But that brings up some big questions too, right? Like, what about copyright?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
And how do we know what's real anymore?
The authenticity question.
Yeah,
It's huge.
it's a lot to think about.
It really is.
But now, let's dive into something even bigger. Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI.
Okay.
This is where things get really interesting.
Yeah, this is the big one.
We're talking about AI that's basically as smart as a human.
Yeah.
It can learn, reason, solve problems, the whole 9 yards.
It brings up a lot of questions, though,
They're
right?
huge questions.
I mean, how do we govern this? What are the ethical implications?
And can we coexist with AGI?
Yeah. I mean, this could be the most transformative event in human history. Absolutely. But we need to be careful.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, how do we make sure AGI aligns with human values?
Mm-hmm.
What about unintended consequences?
Right.
And what happens to jobs if AI can do everything we can do?
Yeah. It's a lot to think about.
And it's not just some futuristic fantasy.
It's not.
Researchers are working on AGI right now.
Yeah.
So these are conversations we need to have now, not later.
Absolutely. Now is the time.
But let's take a break from all that heavy stuff and blast off into space for a bit. AI is actually revolutionizing space exploration,
Oh, absolutely.
which might sound kind of weird at first,
Yeah.
but think about it. Space exploration generates mountains of data,
I know.
images, sensor readings, all that stuff.
So much data.
And it's way too much for humans to go through it all.
Right.
But AI can analyze it super fast and find things we might miss.
Yeah, it's like having a superpowered research assistant.
Exactly. So imagine AI helping us discover new planets, maybe even ones with life on them.
It could even help us understand the origins of the universe.
Oh, wow. But space is unpredictable, right?
Oh, yeah. Super unpredictable.
So the AI we send out there needs to be pretty tough.
It does. It needs to handle unexpected situations and make decisions on its own.
It's pretty mind-blowing to think how far AI has come.
Absolutely.
But let's come back down to Earth for a minute,
Okay.
because AI is helping us solve problems here too,
Right.
especially when it comes to material science.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
It's kind of crazy, but AI is now designing new materials,
Mm-hmm.
like superconductors, or eco-friendly stuff that could replace plastic.
It's pretty incredible.
But how is AI doing this? It's not like it's in a lab, right?
Right, well, it's using these algorithms,
Right.
right?
Okay.
And they're trained on tons of data about existing materials.
Hi.
So AI learns how different elements and structures behave,
Mm-hmm.
and then it can predict and design completely new materials with specific properties.
So it's not just tweaking existing stuff.
Nope.
It's creating things that have never existed before.
Exactly. It's like having a virtual lab that can run millions of experiments at once.
It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Mm.
But what kind of problems can these new materials solve?
Oh, all sorts of things.
Like what?
We could have stronger and lighter materials for construction,
Uh-huh.
or new ways to store energy more efficiently.
Wow. So AI could help us tackle climate change, resource scarcity, all those big challenges.
Absolutely. It's like a whole new set of tools to build a more sustainable future.
It's amazing to think about.
Yeah.
But of course, we need to be careful, right?
Absolutely.
We need to make sure these new materials are safe and eco-friendly.
Right. Responsibility and sustainability have to be at the forefront of all this.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive.
We have. It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
From quantum computing to AI artists,
Yeah.
from the ethics of AGI to space exploration,
Uh-huh.
and these revolutionary new materials, it's a lot to take in.
It really is.
But I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? What excites you the most about all this? And what makes you nervous? Think about it, and we'll pick up the conversation in the next part of our deep dive.
Can't wait. It's like all these advancements are kind of feeding off each other, too.
How so?
Well, like all that data AI collects in space,
Yeah.
that could be used to train AI in other areas, like for finding new drugs or designing materials.
Oh, that's a great point. It's like a chain reaction of innovation.
Exactly. But it also means we got to be super careful, especially with AGI, right? We don't
Yeah.
want things to spiral out of control.
Absolutely. We got to make sure AI is always working for us, not against us.
For sure.
Okay, so speaking of AI going beyond our control,
Yeah.
what about the singularity?
The singularity, the big question mark.
That point where AI becomes smarter than humans?
Yeah. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie.
But it's a real possibility, right?
Yeah,
Some experts think it could happen sooner than we think.
it could, but nobody knows for sure.
It's pretty wild to think about, though.
It is. I mean, what happens to humanity when AI is calling the shots?
Right. Will it be a utopia or a dystopia?
Well, that's up to us, isn't it? We got to make sure we're developing AI responsibly.
Right. It's not just about making AI smarter. It's about making it better,
Exactly. AI that aligns with our values, that's transparent, that we can understand.
So we're not just passengers on this AI train. We're the conductors.
I like that analogy. We're in control, setting the destination.
Okay, now let's talk about something a little more down to earth. Jobs.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
A lot of people are worried that AI is going to take away everyone's jobs.
Understandably so.
But is that really the whole story?
Well, AI will definitely automate some tasks, especially the ones that are repetitive.
Like data entry or factory work.
Exactly. But it's not just about job losses. AI will also create new jobs.
What kind of jobs?
Well, think about all the people needed to design, build, and maintain AI systems.
So you're talking about engineers, programmers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but also ethicists to make sure AI is used ethically, trainers to teach AI how to do things, and even therapists to help people adjust to this new world.
So it's not just about replacing jobs, it's about changing jobs.
Exactly. And adapting. The key is to stay ahead of the curve,
Learn new skills, be flexible, embrace this change.
Exactly. And remember, AI isn't meant to replace us. It's meant to augment us.
Like a powerful tool to help us do things better and faster.
Precisely. It's all about collaboration, humans and AI working together.
That's a much more optimistic way to look at it.
It is. And it's more realistic, too.
So instead of fearing the future, we should be excited about it.
Exactly. There's so much potential for good,
Now, I want to circle back to something we've touched on a few times already. Ethics.
Oh, yeah, that's the big one.
It seems like every time we talk about AI, ethics comes up.
And for good reason.
Because we're talking about powerful technology here.
Right. Technology that can impact people's lives in profound ways.
So we got to make sure we're using it responsibly.
Absolutely. But what does that actually look like?
Yeah. How do we ensure AI is ethical?
Well, for starters, we need to make sure the data we use to train AI is fair and unbiased.
So if we feed AI biased data, it's going to learn biased behaviors.
Exactly. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say.
So we've got to be careful what we're teaching AI.
We do. And we also need to be transparent about how AI systems work.
So people understand how decisions are being made.
Exactly. No black boxes. And we need mechanisms for accountability.
So if something goes wrong, we know who's responsible.
Right. It's about building trust and ensuring that AI is used for good.
It's a big responsibility.
It is. But it's one we can't shy away from.
Because ultimately, the future of AI is in our hands.
It is. We get to decide what kind of world we want to create.
It's a powerful thought. And I think it's a good place to pause for a moment.
Okay.
Let all this sink in. The possibilities, the challenges, the ethical dilemmas. And then we'll come back for the final part of our deep dive to explore what it all means for the future.
Sounds good. Okay, ready to jump back in?
Let's do it. So where do we go from here? What's next in the world of AI?
Well, there's this thing that everyone's talking about, the metaverse.
Ah, yes, the metaverse.
Yeah.
But what is it really? It's kind of confusing.
It is, yeah. I mean, some people think it'll be like a whole virtual world, you know?
Like we're all living in a video game.
Kind of, yeah. But others see it more as like a digital layer on top of the real world.
Okay, I kind of get it. But where does AI fit into all this?
AI is going to be huge in the metaverse. Think about it. You need AI to create realistic avatars, you know?
To make them look and move like real people.
Exactly. And to design these amazing virtual environments.
Oh, that makes sense. So it's all about creating a really immersive experience.
Totally. But it goes way beyond that. AI could also power virtual assistants that help you navigate the metaverse.
Like a guide in this whole new world.
Exactly. And then there's personalization. AI could tailor your experience based on your interests.
So like if I'm into music, the metaverse could show me virtual concerts or something.
Yeah. Or imagine attending a virtual meeting where AI translates everything in real time so you can talk to anyone, anywhere.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. But will the metaverse just be for fun? Or can it be useful too?
Oh, it can definitely be useful. Imagine using augmented reality to see digital information overlaid on the real world.
So like I could look at a building and see its history or the businesses inside.
Exactly. Or you could get real-time health data displayed right in front of you.
It's like the metaverse could become part of us, enhancing our real
I
lives.
think that's where it's headed.
Yeah,
But it's still early days, right? We got to see how it all unfolds.
for sure. But hey, while we're waiting for the metaverse to arrive, AI is already making a big impact in the real world.
Oh, absolutely. It's changing so many industries.
Like what?
Well, healthcare is a big one.
How so?
AI can analyze medical images, help doctors make diagnoses, and even personalize treatments.
That's pretty incredible. What about other areas?
Finance is another one. AI is being used to detect fraud, manage risk, and make smarter investments.
Oh yeah, and self-driving cars. That's AI in action right there.
Totally. It's making transportation safer and more efficient.
And I bet we haven't even seen the half of it yet.
We haven't even scratched the surface. AI is going to keep transforming everything.
But with all this power comes responsibility, right?
Yeah.
We talked about ethics a lot today.
Yeah, it's got to be at the forefront of everything we do with AI.
So what can we do as individuals to make sure AI is used for good?
First off, stay informed. Learn about AI, what it can do, and the potential risks.
So educate ourselves, basically.
Exactly. And then get involved, talk to people about AI ethics, support organizations that are working to make AI responsible, and be mindful of how you use AI in your own life.
So it's about making conscious choices and holding ourselves accountable too.
Exactly. It's a shared responsibility, you know? We all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of AI.
It's been quite a journey.
We've explored so much, from quantum computing to the metaverse, from the awesome possibilities to the ethical challenges.
It's a lot to take in, but it's exciting too.
It really is.
Yeah.
AI is changing everything, and we're just at the beginning. But remember, the future of AI is not set in stone.
It's up to us to shape it.
So let's make sure we're shaping it wisely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks everyone. And be sure to join us next time when we'll be exploring bio-inspired technology.
We'll be diving into how nature is inspiring groundbreaking new tech. It's going to be fascinating.
Until then, stay curious.